Be ready, 10 seconds to go. Start. Honorable Chairperson Sir, I thank you for giving me permission to speak on this compulsory voting bill 2014. The contention of the honorable member who has brought this bill is that a voter who is eligible to vote in the election should exercise his right when called by the election commission. He wants all the people to vote in the elections. The reason as to why he has brought this bill is that in the elections there is lower turnout. The other reason is that it encourages the citizen to exercise his right in order to elect their representative. So, the result of the elections would show the will of the electorates and not just a segment of them. I would like to remind the mover and all the members that in India we have seen for the past few elections there is increase in the number of electorates who turn to the polling booth every year. This compulsory voting has a history. It was mentioned that it is the duty of every citizen to participate in decision making, but attending the assembly was voluntary. They made every people to come and participate in the decision making process. That was the main reason in the olden days. This compulsory voting method has been in place in about 22 countries all over the world. In some countries, the law is there, but it is not enforced. In some other countries, the law is there and they are compulsorily enforcing that law. In India, so far, there is no compulsory voting in any place. But recently, in Gujarat, in the local body elections, the assembly has made voting compulsory. It was mentioned that if anybody does not vote, he would be penalized. In countries like Australia, Argentina, and Brazil, compulsory voting is there and the law is enforced. If an electorate does not turn to the polling booth, he is punished. In this bill, the member has mentioned as to how this exercise should be done, how the people should be encouraged to vote. If they do not vote, how they should be punished, and so on. All these things are mentioned in this bill. All over the world, the reason for compulsory voting is that it looks upon the voters' participation as a civic duty similar to taxation or compulsory education or military service, and so on. In some countries, military service is compulsory. In some countries, universal participation of electorates will help in electing a government which is more stable, legitimate, genuine in nature, and reflects the will of the people. This prevents disenchantment of socially disadvantaged groups. But the problem, if you follow this method, is that you have to conduct elections on holidays. In countries where this method is followed, election is conducted only on Saturdays and Sundays. People there vote through postal ballot. Pre poll voting is allowed, email voting is allowed, and even mobile voting is allowed. All these facilities are not available in our country. If people who are not likely to support any candidate participate in compulsory voting, there is likelihood of split votes or blank votes. This ensures that there is no possibility of a person being intimidated and prevented from voting. In India, we have the nota option which can be exercised if an elector is not willing to vote in favor of any candidate. If you introduce compulsory voting, it will prevent extremists or special interest groups to influence the voters to compulsorily vote for a specific candidate. But in non-compulsory voting method, it is the motivation by the politicians that encourages voters to go to polling booths. The outcome of election where voting is compulsory reflects more the will of the people rather than who is more able to convince the people to take time out of their day to cast vote. Compulsory voting motivates people to take part in the election process and politics. The advantage of compulsory voting is that there is need for less funds for campaigning because it is compulsory. People have to vote, but there is also a disadvantage. In Australia, where there is a preferential method and compulsion voting, they select the candidates and they contest the election. Depending on the preferential vote the candidates get, they get electoral funding from the government. So, some of them are intentionally going through this process to collect money from the government. The only advantage seems to be that studies show that compulsory voting improves the income distribution among the voters. I do not know what the reason is for that. The people who argue against compulsory voting say that it impinges upon the rights of the voters. It is a civic right rather than a civic duty, like right to free speech and right to attorney. Other reason is that it impinges on Article 2 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which talks about freedom of political opinion and thus right of the citizen to believe in a political system other than the democratic one, such as an absolute monarchy. Stop.